Quilty friends, it's Carolina Moore, your favorite sewing and quilting YouTuber, and today we are doing month 2, the February block for our 2024 block of the month. Are you still writing 2023 on things? Me too, but it's 2024 and we are going to do today's block. So you ready? Let's get started. If you're new around here, there are still some of these calendars available. This block of the month is based on the calendar, and you can get those calendars at the link down in the description. We are going to pull all our fabrics here, and we're going to start by sewing these little strips to the big strips. There are twice as many little strips as there are big strips because a little strip goes on each side, and this is super easy. I'm actually going to switch this presser foot out to that 1/4 inch foot. There we go, and we're going to sew these. And if you want to know about all the tools that I'm using, I have another video that has all of the tools and supplies that are required, as well as the tools and supplies that I recommend or that I love for this project. You don't need fancy tools. This is a traditionally pieced, pretty simple block of the month. Alright, so we're just going to sew one of these onto each side of this green strip, and then once we've done that, we'll come back and press it. We have all of these stitched, and now we're going to press the seams in. If your background is a dark background, you could press them out instead. That's fine, but I am going to press towards the dark. You are also welcome to press open if you're an open presser. That's fine. But for side pressers, this would be a press towards the dark. And so in this case, we're pressing in. We're just going to press all 4 of these, and then once these are pressed, we'll move on to the next part. All right, so all of these units are finished. That was super quick, and now we get to work on our 1/4 square triangle. So we're going to take the 2 large pieces and double check that your background square matches up with your green square, and that way you know that yes, you picked the right size. And we are going to be drawing a line and sewing on either side of that line. So for that, I like to use this tool. We talked about this tool in the very beginning, the video about all the tools and supplies for making this quilt. And for this, we're going to draw a line on either side. And then down the middle. There we go. So the line on either side is our sewing line, and the line down the middle is going to be our cut line. That's why it's okay that that's a little broken. And if you're going to cut this with a ruler and a rotary cutter, you could actually skip drawing that middle line if you wanted. I'm going to switch out my presser foot for this part to the presser foot that is open, no guide. And we're just going to sew on each one of those lines. Now that we've done that, we can cut down the middle, and we are going to press both of these towards the dark. Once we have these units done, we want to square them up. And I start by making sure that I have enough on the bottom, and then I can trim away from the top. So I'm going to trim and trim. And then I have my spinning mat here. I could have just spun that. I always forget when I use my spinning mat. And I like to line up 3 lines, this side, and this side. Oh, that's 4 1/4. Let's do 4 7/8. There we go. 7/8. So there's 1. We're just cutting off little bits. So we'll do the same on this side. So our squares are done. we're going to grab our background fabric, and we're doing the same thing as before, lining this up and drawing a line 1/4 inch from each side of the middle. Now if you don't have this little handy ruler, you can draw just a line down the middle, and so 1/4 inch away from each side. You can line up the 1/4 inch mark on your ruler to be able to draw the line on each side. There's lots of ways that you can do this without this ruler, but this ruler is it's the least expensive Creative Grids ruler that they have, and it's darn handy. And I just pop mine in a pencil cup when I'm not using it, so it's always handy. Now we can place these. And you want to make sure that when you place these, the diagonal line that you're sewing is perpendicular to that. So parallel means that they go in the same direction. Perpendicular means it's going in the opposite direction. There we go. And now we're going to sew on those lines. Right, here it is looking from the back and the front, although I guess it's all the back. We're just going to grab our ruler, that middle line, and then I forgot to draw the middle line on here, but that's fine. I can figure out where the middle is. And now we are going to press these towards the light, the bigger triangle. You get a piece that looks like this. These can get squared up to 4 7/8. Now you will have some going this direction and some going this direction with the lines. So 2 will go this direction, 2 will go this direction. That's totally fine. And you can square these up, or you can just cut off those dog ears, whatever is your preferred level of perfection. Okay, so this is our middle, and these are our sides. And then these are our corners. And now we're going to sew this all together. Oh, I mixed something up, didn't I? There we go. Now all my arrows, no, almost. There we are. My arrows are going all in the same direction. Okay, so, I mean, you could, I suppose, have just arrows like this. That would be a different block, and you could use solid pieces here or a whole solid strip here. You can make this block however you want. It's your block, it's your quilt, but we're going to go ahead and do it the way it is in the pattern. We're going to sew these two together, then these two together, then these two together, and then we're going to add the last piece onto each row, and then we're going to press. The top and bottom are getting pressed out, the middle is getting pressed in, and then we're going to sew our rows together. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, before we do that, I want to swap out my presser foot. Okay, let's go ahead and pressing this one out. This one in, and this one out. All right, now our 3 rows come together. We pressed our seams in different directions so we can nest these seams, and hopefully our points will line up beautifully. Now we can press both of these in. There we go. She's all done. Month 2, the February block for our 2024 4-patch block of the month is done. Make sure that you comment below. Let me know how it's going. You are already subscribed, so I don't need to ask you to subscribe, but like this video so people know that they should come watch. We're going to add this block to our collection. I love how those look together. All right, friends, that's it for today. We'll be back next month with block 3, and I have lots more videos for you between now and then as well. So make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you right here real soon. Bye for now.